Hey guys, welcome back to SLT Learning, and this is Ankit Prajapati, and today we're gonna cover one more questions on Selenium for QA automation job role. So if you are preparing for any QA related interviews, okay, so in this channel you will find most of the videos related with the interviews, okay. So you can just go through this video before like 1 hour of your interviews, and you will see most of the like the frequently asked questions by the different companies, okay. So let's see like today's the question. So do Google Analytics and Comscore tags cause issue in the testing? Okay. So what is Google Analytics and Comscore tags? So Google Analytics and Comscore tags, I would just in simple word, they are the tags like mainly used by the SEO process, and they are like they insist them to add in the website so they can monitor the human traffic and the audience performance and few of the marketing strategy related things. So for that one, they ask developer to include those tags in your website on your applications, and we need to understand, do they really cause any issue on testing, okay. So in one of the video that I have already covered in detail how you can validate, how you can fetch those information, but over here we are talking about the cause, if they are really causing any issues on testing, okay. So I will just say in simple word, yes, Google Analytics, GA and Comscore tags can cause the issue, but not always, because it maybe depends on how aggressively they are doing their SEO, and how they are going to use that, because it's depend on few things like test environment, the network setup and test code. So what is your end goal using that tags, and what is the information you are trying to fetch from the network whenever the customer responds to your interact with your website. So these are the parameters, but yes, in short term I will just say yes, it will impact on the testing, okay. So how it will impact? So it will slow the test execution. So sometimes like some, if you add something to your website, it will definitely gonna affect somewhere, okay. So tags, those are the tags, right, which make the external call or the to the Google Analytics and scoreboard research and all those things different websites. So they make the external call to that website, and the response, once they will get a response, then it will help you to do your automation, then it will help you like finish your automation script. So in short, yes, it's gonna take the time, it will slow down your automation process, because the response of the website will become bit slower than the if the tag will not be there, okay. On other things, what if it will happen, like sometimes it block the networks, so whatever the calls you are making, so your load time, you need to increase your timeout. Sometimes if you increase as well, it will also cause the timeout. So those kind of the challenges you will find if your website will have these tags on your, and aggressively you are using for the testing, okay. Then Flaky Selenium test, I would just say is the GN cosmetic might be delay rendering or interactive element. So sometimes it hard to, if your page is taking too much time on rendering, right, so sometimes the element will be not available on perform certain operation the time that you have thought in your mind. So you need to make sure you can you can put proper wait or proper, I would just say wait for page to load kind of timeout over here, and you need to make sure the document or the DOM is ready to do any interaction with that. So those kind of the precautions you need to take when you are working with these tags on your website, okay. Then I would just say the, sometimes you might be face the issue, because those are the few things that might be have blocked by the firewall or the proxy. So when you're working the SAM test case on CI/CD pipeline, at the most of the time you will find these issues, okay, because those are the tools that Jenkins or something like that way. So those are the tools will not might be allowed the analytics and all those things, those kind of the third party interactions. So for that one, you need to make sure you put the proper automation logic, you log the whatever the error is found in the I would just say in the CI/CD, to try to resolve those issues by from the certain exception in the firewall and the proxies, okay. Then these are the three things mainly it affect, but other things like when tags are useful in testing. So this is one of the things. So in some case you wanted to test GN Cosmos. So suppose if the management asks you to test that specific tags are available, and how they are performing, and what are their things, or what are on different pages they are available. So at that time these tags are useful, because it's part of your job to test it, and it has been asked by the management. So always make sure it is not about like they are the always burden on the testing, but sometimes it is also useful, okay. So So in some cases you want to test the GE and Cosmos tag, that like are they present on the different key pages that you wanted to go for the SEO. Then fire correct events whenever the user interact, right? It fire the correct events through and out and give you the result on your marketing purpose side or your SEO purpose side. Okay, and it should respect the GDPR. Like this is the I would just say the uh, I would just process that has been asked by the EU, like the European Union, like you need to be a GDPR compliance and all those things. So for those kind of things, it should be useful to use that tag. You need to make sure your tags are GDPR compliance and taking the proper consent of whenever the user interact with your website. Okay, so you will like then using the testing you can do with the Chrome dev tools that you know in the network listener. Then you can use the Google Tag Manager to debug mode, and then tag auditing tool like these are the like Omnibug and Observe Point. Those are the tag auditing tool. So you can use the tag auditing tool as well to do the testing of this kind of the tags for your automations. Okay. Other things I will just say is few of the things that you need to keep in your mind. This might be not a frequently asked questions, but in case of the UI functional testing, okay, so does that tag cause the problem? I will just say sometimes, right? But how you can resolve? So you can mock or block the analytical call. You can just for temporary basis you can mock or block that calls to happen in a staging or testing environment. The performance testing, yes, often performance testing is cause the issues, but you can exclude the tags on your performance testing as well. Tag tracking testing, no needed validation present and correct value. So for tag tracking, if you want to just validate the tag is present or not, then it won't cause that much issues. Okay, and CI/CD testing, as I told you, like Jenkins or third party things, it will likely cause the issues because it will have firewall or some of the network related limitations over there. So for that one it will be harder for you. So if you are answering these questions, I have the two questions similar to these topics. Just refer those two questions. Keep few things in your mind. Should not be totally blank. As if you are 5+ year of experience, should not be totally blank because these are the things you should be know about when you are working on web-based applications. Okay, guys. So if you like this video, please subscribe to our channel and forward this video to other your team members who is or the colleagues who is preparing for the QA interviews, and we keep creating the such interviews related questions. And this slide, I would prefer to take a screenshot of this slide and keep with your in your mobile as well. Sometimes it may be help you to do the revisions as well. Okay, guys. So take care and keep watching the videos and keep learning.